we've got an Integrale and we've got an engine, and we're going to put that in there. Now, we've seen this car before. You might remember that we did some repairs on this car, and I've done them, fixed it up and painted it, given it a lick of paint, and did the same on that side. But on that side I removed the wing on the outside to make access easier. Right. So the first thing we must do, and the most important thing, is take this, the gear lever bracket that fixes on the back of the engine. We take that and we put that up like that. That's the gear change mounting linkage, and that is the gear lever mount that fixes on the back of the engine. So we must turn that up like that.
I'm dying. Such a fool that I had to stand by and take it, baby. Oh, for loving you, drown myself in sorrow as I look at what you've done. But nothing seems to change. The bad times stay the same, and I can't run. Sometimes I feel. I'm dying.
So we've got the body resting on axle stands there. We've made sure it's safe. So when we do lift the engine in, there's room for us to get underneath and do all the drive shafts up and everything. So now we're going to get in here, we're going to turn that thing back up again, and then we'll attach things like this heater hose to the waterway at the back, and we'll make sure we're comfortable with all the things that needs attaching while we've got space, and then we can lift the engine up into the body shell and do the mountings up. I've secured the heater hose to the back of the engine and the starter motor. We wired the starter motor and alternator up. I've got the engine now attached to the engine crane, and I'm going to lift the engine up into place. So it's pretty tight, the clearance is tight down here, so we're going to have to wobble that around.
I'm dying.
Right, our engine is in. That did take quite a long time. I stopped videoing it because it just got too difficult. So let's have a look at what we've done. So we've got the turbo on, got the pipes on. They're marked as to where I put them back so they're in the right place. Put a new oil filter on, dated it. Wires are joined up on there. We've got the oil cooler on. Now the oil cooler, before I put it on, I rinsed it through very well with paraffin and compressed air. So I blew the paraffin through it with compressed air and rinsed it out, and then stood it up on its end, hung it up on its end and let it drain out. So this engine mounting's in. I took that corner piece out so the engine would go in. The pipe work's all on. The wiring's all on, but I haven't gone any further. I haven't put the intercooler on because we're going to see if we can start it up. Right, let's jump in and see if it'll fire up. We've got the battery booster on. There's a alarm on this. Let's give it a try. No, there's no joy there. So what we're going to do, first of all, is take a spark plug out and see if we've got any spark. So if we start with the furthest away spark plug, so we've got the longest lead. I'll turn that off. So, like I've said before, all you need is a spark and fuel for it to run, basically. So let's get the plug out. And smell. Now there is wet and there is fuel. I know this fuel because it was dripping the fuel feed at the back, so I've tightened that up. So I know there's fuel, I know the fuel pump is working. So we've got to now see if we can get a spark. So we're taking the longest lead away so we can stick that in there, stick that on there, and then we can get in the car and operate the starter. Let's have a look if there's a spark on that. There's the spark plug. I've put the light out so we can see if there's a spark. All we need to do is just put that, lean it on some metal so it grounds from the casing. So that'll be fine. So keep your eye on that. I'll jump in the car. Let's try it. Whoops. No spark there. Now, this car had an intermittent fault before we took the engine out, which I had actually forgotten about. So there must be something loose or a wire cracked, so we'll have to trace it. So the first thing we've got to do is get to the coil and see if it's getting any electricity. First of all, let's test our test lamp. Okay, that works. Right, there's a good earth for it. So we'll take this plug off the coil. You can see all these. Look at the tape, the mess of there. So anyway, and then there's a little nick in that wire there. So we've got a red and black in. Let's have a look at this here. We've got a red and black in and a red and black out. So let's see which is yeah. Okay, so we've got red and black, so that is live, so that's good. So we've got a red and black in. Now, like I say, there's a little nick in that wire. So, according to the chart, the red of the electricity should go in and then come out again. So we can use that little nick in that wire there and just check if it is coming out. It is, yes. So we've got a live feed in and it's coming out again. So that's that theory. Wrong, so we're going to have to dig around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera now and get stuck into this and see if I can find any faults. I forgot to mention that this coil is good. I've just borrowed it from another car which runs well, so that I know that coil's okay. I've removed the induction pipework so we can get to the loom a bit better. I've got that off. We'll check that over. This plug goes in the top of the distributor, and this is what we're looking for. You can see there the insulation is broken, exposing the wires inside. Now the insulation, the old insulation, gets brittle and cracks. So that's done there. So we'll have to replace this plug. But that when the insulation breaks, it can wobble about and then the wiring breaks. So somewhere in that lot this has happened and the wires have broken. So I'm going to get it all out. I'll pull the injectors off, the timing sensor. I'll get it all off, pull it all out and check it over. So that's going to be a bit boring for you and a bit boring for me as well. So, but I'll crack on and do it. I'll stop this video now, post it up, and then we'll get back when with something to report. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.